Man, it's a good time to be a criminal.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual Purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the Purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the Purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the Purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
If you live in Chicago or surrounding cities in Illinois, I would suggest moving to another state because it's about to get really tough for you to live comfortably. I've done dozens of videos on my channel of the violence in Chicago, but I never thought that I'd be reporting this. The state of Illinois is passing a bill ironically titled the Safety Act. And starting January 1st, 2023, this act will essentially end cash bail entirely. It will also limit who can be arrested and placed in jail based on the crime they allegedly committed. The Democrats who voted on this law says it is more equitable.
Really, nigga?
The people, including most law enforcement who oppose this law, say it will lead to hundreds, if not thousands, of people being released from jail as soon as it goes into effect at the beginning of the year. The Safety Act, I still can't believe that stupid name, will charge and release criminals without cash bail for 12 now non-detainable offenses. Those offenses include, are you ready, kids? Second-degree murder. Yes, you heard that correct. Aggravated battery. Arson. Drug-induced homicide. Are you paying attention to what I'm saying? This is all true, folks. Kidnapping. Yes, kidnapping. But what about the children? They don't give a fuck about the children. Burglary, robbery, intimidation, aggravated DUI. Yeah, let's just encourage more people to drive drunk. Aggravated fleeing and eluding, drug offenses, and threatening a public official. Businesses have been leaving Chicago in droves over, that's right, safety concerns. What do you think this is going to do to businesses in Chicago? Aside from what you hear and see on social media and the news about Chicago, Chicago is actually a beautiful city. I was just there last summer doing a documentary on FBG Duck, who was a popular rapper who was shot and killed in Chicago's Gold Coast, which is comparable to Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, right here in LA. I mean, in Chicago, the food is great. The people are pretty friendly. And the city is surprisingly clean. Now, when you turn on the news and you hear 50 shot, 13 dead over the weekend, unfortunately, that is happening in a very small section of Chicago. Keep in mind, Chicago is the second biggest city in the country next to New York. But now with this new law coming into effect, gone are the days. Well, we see 50 shot, 13 dead over the weekend. That's going to jump. We're going to start hearing 100 shot, 33 dead over the weekend. Remember I said this. And I'm not trying to put that energy in the air, but when Illinois is trying to pass dumbass laws like the Safety Act, what else is to be expected? If you live in the hoods of Chicago now and you think it's bad, it's only going to get worse. You know, I used to think LA and California had the dumbest politicians and officials in the country, but with this Safety Act BS that Illinois is passing, you take the crown. Congratulations, Illinois. You have the dumbest politicians in the country. I bet if you ask the average law-abiding citizen in the hood if they approve of the Safety Act, the majority of them would say they are against it. Law-abiding citizens don't want less police. We want more police. Here is Keith Pacal, Orland Park mayor. Orland Park is a suburb of Chicago. Here's him talking about the Safety Act.
It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding.
We're no longer safe. Chicago, you're no longer safe. And with this act, it's clear that the politicians don't give a damn about you.
Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their...
Little 48-hour head start, huh, for the criminal? I'm telling you, man, now, if you want to be a criminal, now's the time. I hate to say that, and I know it sounds horrible, but if you're looking to be a criminal, now's the time.
Constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners. Officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them and whether or not it's legal.
Are you ready for the purge? Because you are going to have to decide which level of force to use if someone decides to set up shop in your backyard. Literally, someone could go in your backyard and build a mini home, and there is nothing you could do about it. Who thought this was a good idea? And I'm not one of these guys who think we need to throw everybody in prison and in jail. I understand the system is horrible. The system needs fixing. But this ain't the type of fixing. Because some people need to be in motherfucking jail. All right? Your cousin Ray Ray needs to be in jail. All right? Yes, the system is jacked up. There are many people behind bars right now who should not be behind bars. But I would say the majority of them should be behind bars. Can we just keep it real? Like, if we're going to do anything on my show, can we just keep it real? Like, the majority of motherfuckers are not innocent. Everybody behind bars is innocent, right? No, that's not the case. Most people did what they did, and they deserve what they got. So what are you going to do to protect yourself now? Because the police aren't going to come to calls like this. You're on your own out there. I hope that if you own a home, or if you care about your family, hell, if you live in an apartment and you care about your family, I hope you have a legal firearm to protect your family. Because right now the criminal's winning. The criminals are a winning. And we, as legal, law-abiding citizens, need to protect ourselves, because we are not safe in our own communities right now. If you live in Chicago or surrounding cities in Illinois, I would suggest moving to another state. or strap up, because it's about to get really tough for you to live comfortably.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.